who's able to provide quick feedback. Problem. All the electrics downstairs had gone off. Couldn't figure out why. Turns out, I'll show you the culprit in here. And see, I'm having to do a heavy watt change. Here it is. This heater has completely exploded in my sump. So the plan is, if anyone can confirm if this is right or not, as it blew in the sump, you can see there's still some glass bits in there and a few metal bits here and about. So my plan is, I've completely turned the sump return off, so the water in there is just what's in there. I'm going to drain it out, clean it, and hopefully this will top it up fresh with about 50-60 litres of water. My corals, they're all tucked up. So from left to right, mushroom, he was a lot more extended, he's slowly tucked up. The frog spawn's tucked up. GSP's gone away, blue sympodium's tucked away. These, if I can get it to refocus with the brightness, recordia mushrooms shriveled right up. Zoas, acans, everything's tucked right away. So that's the plan. If anyone else can suggest anything, so it's drain the sump, give it a clean, and put fresh water in, then hook the return line up. At the minute, the lights and wave makers are on. It's not overflowing to the sump right now, so I hope that'll fix it. Hi Reef Jeeves. It's nice to see someone actually turn up in a stream as opposed to look at it afterwards. So, we'll see. The positive note is my fire shrimp and hermit crabs are still active. So I'm hoping they just had a bit of a shock and they'll get back to doing what they do. I haven't seen my pistol shrimp for a little bit, but he could just be hiding away. He's more active at night anyway. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when it happened. I opened my electrics shorted last week and I wasn't sure why. So turned all the electrics off in the house, downstairs, just walked around each one turning it back on, opened the sump up, and then when I turned the light on with the heaters, it just boom, a bright flash of white, and it looks like that was the problem. So I'll just get my tripod. I'm going to keep this going while I start off a water change, see if anyone else jumps in with suggestions other than cleaning that sump out. Okay. I know Reef and Madness was on stream earlier. He just seems to finish when I've needed a quick question. Sorry about the waviness. If you're watching the screen, it's because I'm just setting it up onto the tripod. See what happens. The one I'm most concerned about is this hammer coral. He's really, really hidden away. The others I've seen tucked away, but not as much. Right, tripod set up, and I'm just going to leave this running, see if anyone else jumps in while I do a water change, or start it off. I know Reef Juice was in. Yeah, Lisa, it's a pain in the ass. I'll show you in a second. I'm not really sure. I got it from a local shop. It's here. There's only a little 100-watt one to try and just use as a backup. But it doesn't really have a brand. Heater RS758. It's not even a year old. I mean, you can see if this focuses. That's clean, blown right off.
Contact that company if you can find out, and Reef Aquarium also just wrote own knuckles.
Oh no, not good. That's insane. Sorry, contact the company if you can find out. Yeah, I'll Google it later and see if I can find it. Just no idea who it even is. It was one sold that was in a white box, so didn't even have a brand on it. We'll see. Stuff's starting to move again, so they might open up. The annoying thing is I did a water change on the other tank today, the quarantine, and I thought, do I take the heater that was in the sump as spare out to heat the water? But I used a new one that I got for my new tank. Because it was bigger, it's 300 watt. So if I'd have took the little one out and it exploded in the bin, at least it exploded there. I've not seen anything die. I mean, it was only a cheap heater anyway. I've not seen anything die, but my corals are tucked up. Now everything's in quarantine at the minute anyway, so there's nothing going on with regards to the actual livestock. It's just the corals themselves. It's like that frog spawn, it's tucked right up. Some Recordias, again, tucked right up. That's lost its extensions, it's going back in. GSP was in full floor, that all tucked away, but it is coming out, but that'll survive anything. My acans are all shriveled. Blue Sympodium is. Just everything is shrunk. So we'll see. Right, water change, let's get the salt in. 3 buckets is 5 scoops. Right, salt's in. Let's leave it to mix. I'll see if I can find it. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in there apart from corals, but they're probably the most expensive parts.
And
2 shrimp.
2 shrimp.
I've got the pistol shrimp and the fire shrimp. Fire shrimp looks happy enough. We've had his fingers in, it's not electrocuted us, so there's no more charge in there. I'm just going to change the mode on the wave makers so that it gives off a bit more. I can see a little starfish.
Oh, the starfish have been out. I've looked at them.
Are they moving
Yeah,
or are they?
no, they've been moving all over the place.
Great. So hopefully it was just a sudden shock. Ah, brilliant. Can't believe it. Gonna have to get that out. Well, I'll just clean it all out at once when the sport is ready. I'll hook the pump up into one of the big buckets and just drain bit by bit. Wash. It gives me a chance to give it a good clean as well. So we'll see. Bit worried about the lobophilia. It's really shrunk up. I'm sure they'll come out in a bit. Nothing sizzling.
The E-Climb heaters?
No, it's not. Sorry? Sorry, have a look at that. Yeah, I've just had a new one off someone that was a good one. Let's have a look at that. Literally out of the box today. Aquavital. It's just a generic one. So, might be a time to stop buying cheap stuff. Aquariums I had problems with, yeah. I can't believe it's exploded though. I mean, it's completely blown that the glass. Where did I put it now? What did I do with
I have it in my hand.
Are you looking for the brand?
I'm looking for the brand, yeah.
Okay. I've got to admit, I'd really like E-Heim. I have a one of the canister filters upstairs on a freshwater tank. It's the Eco Pro. Does 200 litres on, I think it's 8 watts. So as a canister filter, it's a fantastic efficient device. And then when I've ever had problems, the parts have been so easy to get hold of.
It's RS Electrical.
It's what?
RS
Or
Electrical.
let's have a look. RS.
Yeah, it's a law.
What's it called?
It's a law. I'm Irish, piss off.
Yeah, there's some foreign one, isn't it? Yeah. RS Electrical, so I'm assuming it's just some cheap foreign Chinese heater.
It's made in China.
Yeah. To be fair, more star. We'll see if things open up. Is there any other suggestions other than replacing the water? Like I say, clean it out because there's a few metal bits in there. But other than that, I'm not sure.
No, they're in the UK as well. They're
they made-
based in the UK.
Are they made in the UK or
No,
distributed?
they're made in China, but they're UK based and they have a contact.
Okay.
So it's literally UK RS online.
We'll
So
be in touch with them then, see what it is.
Facebook, Twitter, and all
Might
that.
as well show the other ones while I'm at it. So there's the quarantine where the lucky fish are, so that they aren't getting killed. Annoyingly. My clown does have a bit of blue in him. It's like a blue shine to him. Black snowflakes. Black ice snowflakes even. That's my girlfriend's bum. It's here we go. I'm back. Aquamedic titanium heater. I like the titanium ones. They look very neat. But what happens if one of them blows? Does it does it shred?
Is that supposed to be dark? The algae. Can you see how
Oh
it's
yeah,
black as
that's
well?
just cyano algae because it's been refuge. It seems to be growing every algae but the cheats at the minute. So working perfect, great. So yeah. Fish are lucky that they're in quarantine at the minute. They won't be buying cheap again. And here's the other one. Which was right. I believe so. So no participants. Yeah, it's cut off.
No, I don't think you have. Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Say something.
So I'm back. I don't know who's with me. Do you have a look at the menu?
Yeah, you choose.
Okay. What's your battery like on yours?
What do you?
No, I can't see on mine, can I?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Here you go. How do you know about it?
It says how many people are in the chat.
No, one.
You, I think. What do you fancy?
I want chopsuey. Or which one is? Either chopsuey or chow mein.
You want one of the noodles?
Yeah.
Chow mein. Can't believe we're discussing our food order on a live stream. Yeah, but you can play it back later on.
Oh.
So shit, yeah. Everything's looks like it's
Pissed off.
yeah, to put it bluntly.
Mm.
Right, I'm gonna give it some time. If anyone's able to see this, because it did cut out, I'm gonna give it an hour, go get something to eat, come back and see what it's like. Hopefully things have opened up again after the shock.
Oh, that mushroom looks...
It looks pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. How's the microphone? Are they moving on the glass?
Who? What?
Oh, the little bits on the glass. Yeah, they're moving. That's the copy pods.
Oh.
Good.
Don't know, but you can see the starfish are moving around.
Are they walking? Or are they? Yeah, no, he's walking.
No, they're moving. They're not just floating away.
Snails look like they're having a wander.
Some of them. That one hasn't moved in a while.
If they were dead, they'd have dropped off because they'd have lost the suction. Right, that's a 25-minute stream. We'll call it a wrap for now. And I'll probably jump on later with an update if stuff starts dying or opening. Fingers crossed we're alright. Right, thanks for watching, and any advice, guys?